Right, good afternoon everybody. So now I am here to teach you for Python programming. Okay, you know about a little bit get confused. Already we are learning C, Now suddenly we are moving into Python. How it is possible to learn Python, right? But Python is one of the easiest language. That's what I am going to today. I am going to give the introduction about Python, right? Normally, if you want to learn any programming language, you need to have some certain qualities like first, you have to treat computer as a child, which means if I am asking one question means your brain will process my question and your mouth will deliver the output, right? You are receiving the question from me and your brain is processing and your mouth is delivering the output, right? The same thing the computer has to do. See, first you have to get the input from the user and the compiler has to process the input, then the monitor screen will be printing the output. These three processes there in any programming language. You can take C, Java, Python or C#, whatever the language you can take, only these three functions are there. Taking the input, processing the input, printing the output, right? So you have to learn only three commands. First, how to take the input from the user. Which command we can use? In C, which command we should use for taking the input from the user? Printf. Scanf, right? The print, the word itself, printing the output, right? Print means you are having some hard copy of printout means you can see the output, right? So print statement is used for output. Scanf, S-C-A-N-F, scanf. Scanf is for taking the input from the user, right? In C++, cin, that is the input statement. In Python, input is a command. Input is a command for taking the input. This is the syntax you have to learn first, right? Next, processing the input. After getting the input, you have to process the input, right? Now I am giving two values to you, 5, 7, and I am telling you add 5, 7. So this is my instruction to you, right? So you are receiving the commands from me, and your brain has to process now addition. So 5 plus 7, some 12. Actually, right hand 5, left hand some 7, 7 plus 5, the output is 12. This is how we are adding. The small kid like this add, right? So same thing, the computer will do some processing, right? So after processing, what we will do? 5 plus 7, okay, you receive, the output is processing done at your brain. Now you are delivering the output, right, through your mouth. That is 12. So for that we need to print the output. In Python we are having the command print. In C we are having the command printf, right? In C++ we are having the command cout. These are all the things we need to learn, right? So which language is very easy? C, Java, Python, or as per your knowledge? As per my knowledge, I am telling you, Python is the very easiest language, right? I can bet you Python is one of the easiest language. I will show you the demonstration why Python is very easy, right? So that you can understand, yeah, Python is. After that, you tell me whether which one is C is easiest or Python is easiest, right? Now I will give you one small example program. I will teach you both the language. I am going to teach you C and C++, right? Then you can tell me which is easier, right? Okay. We will take some small example, right? As usual, whenever we are starting any programming, normally we used to add some of the number or some arithmetic calculation we used to do, right? So same thing I am going to do. Two numbers I am going to take, I am going to add, I am going to print out, right? I am going to use first a C program. So for first C, what we have to do? Hashtag. Yeah, hashtag we have to include std.h. This is you have to memorize this command, right? If you are not forget to write this command, definitely it will show the error, right? So you have to memorize this command. Right, next one what we have to write? Void hash include conio.h. That is optional, right? I am not going to write that one. So I am going to write void bracket. If you are missing one bracket, definitely it will show the error, right? So void then open curly brace. Then what is the next step? Interpret. We have to take two values from the users, right? So two integer value, float value or string value, which you have to take. That we have to decide. String we cannot take, we cannot add two strings, right? So either it can be integer or it can be float, right? So now I am going for integer. So I have to declare integer number 1, comma number 2. If I am not declaring this variable, your C compiler will show error, right? First I have to tell the compiler I am going to take 2 integer. This is for adding purpose something, okay, for fine. Okay, after declaring the variable, what we have to do? We have to get the value from the user, right? For that, print of enter 2 number semicolon. Then scanf. Scanf is a statement for taking the value. If it is integer means we have to use percentage %d. If it is float, we have to use percentage %f. These are all the things we have to memorize, right? If you are putting percentage %f here, it will show error. So for this learning this language, we have to memorize a lot of keywords, lot of functionalities we have to memorize, right? So I am writing percentage %d. If you are mistakenly put comma, definitely it will show error, right? Normally whenever we are writing, we used to put comma, but whereas in C, comma is not allowed. So don't put comma here. Then comma ampersand number 1, comma ampersand number 2. But comma has to come here, right? Within double quotes, comma should not come. These are all the structure you have to follow in C program. These are things you have to memorize also, right? So after that, answer is equal to number 1 plus number 2. This is my input unit. This is my input. This is my processing part. Then I have to print the output, right? For printing the output, what I can say? Print of answer is equal to %d, comma answer. This is my output. So 3 parts is there, right? But here I use variable answer. I have to declare answer here, otherwise it will show here, right? This is C language. Somewhat little bit bored or tough. Now I am going to convert this program into Python, right? Now see the Python. How many lines of codes here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 lines of codes are here, right? I am going to use Python now. There is no header part. Simply you can write 2 variables, right? So number 1 is equal to input. Number 2 is equal to input. Here, enter first number. Enter first number. Here, enter second number. No semicolon at all. Simply you can write. Right. Third one. Print number 1 plus number 2. Within 3 lines we can finish. This is Python. Or else if you don't want this line, you can write like this. Answer is equal to number 1 plus number 2. Then print answer is equal to close bracket, put comma, then what is the variable? Answer. Right. 4 line of code. 8 line of code will be reduced into 4 line of code. Now which one is easier? Python or C? Python is very easy, right? Here you no need to declare what variable, what is the data type of this variable, no need to declare. Simply you want to store some 5 on number 1, it will accept. If you want to store number 1 is equal to 5, it will accept. Number 1 is equal to 5.7, it will accept, right? 5 will be removed and the 5.7 will be overwritten. It will accept. Whereas here it is not possible. You have to declare whether it is float mean the float value will be stored on that particular variable. If it is declared for integer, the integer value will be stored for that particular variable, right? That is the beauty of Python and C++, right? Thank you. Still a lot of things are going on, but only 20 minutes time, huh? 10 minutes there. Okay. Anyway. So another things, Python. Not only Python is the simplest language, it is one of the powerful language also. Recently we are having 3rd versions we are using in Python, right? And why everybody is crazy about Python the same? It is a freeware. Freeware means you can download it from the internet, simply you can use it, right? Whereas in .NET or Java, Java is freeware, no problem, you can download it. Whereas if you have to go for .NET is you have to pay the amount for .NET. C#.NET, you have to purchase from Microsoft, right? For us, for Python, no need to do anything, right? Now recently data science is a recent trend in our computer world. Data science is we are collecting all the data. We have huge number of data. That data we have to process. But for processing the data, we need to have some powerful tool. That Python is the one of the powerful tool, right? I will tell you one example for this one. Why? I'm saying this Python is a powerful. Normally, everybody is having a account, right? You are all using Facebook. Suppose one product recently launched in market. Any product recently launched in market? Can you tell? Any product recently launched in market? iPhone 11 recently launched in market, right? They have proposed. Is it launched or proposed? Launched. Okay. So recently iPhone 11 launched in the market. Everybody tweeted about iPhone 11, the design of the iPhone 11. In the back side, they have mentioned 3 cameras, right? It looks like an induction stove. They mentioned like that only. The negativity, lot of negativity spread on the Twitter and Facebook on iPhone 11. This is not at all worthy for 1 lakh. Nobody is ready to, pay 1 lakh for this much for, iPhone. So these are all the negative comments spread on Twitter and Facebook. Simply randomly we are reading some negative comments, and we cannot say that everybody is saying negative about iPhone 11. Somebody is telling about positive on iPhone 11 also, right? But how much percentage of people are talking about iPhone and they are giving negative comment and they are giving positive comment? That we have to analyze, right? How do we analyze? For that we need to have Facebook data as well as Twitter data. All over the world, so many numbers of 600 crores people are using, 600 accounts are using. Accounts are available for Twitter and as well as Facebook, right? You have to collect all the data and you have to process the data. How much time it will take for you, right? So one word is there, natural language processing, NLP. Natural language processing is sense. If you are talking about any negative, if you are using any negative word on the particular product, it will be, it will be analyzed and it will say that it will mention a negative point. 1 point will be given for negative. If you are talking about good things, means it will analyze the word and it will give 1 point for positive, right? I will tell one example. You are all using Gmail account, am I right? In Gmail, if you are trying to attach one file, normally you can attach the file normally, right? And in the content part, you are typing something. Here with I have attached one file. So for your kind pursuer, like that you are typing, right? If you are forgetting to attach the file, means it will attach or the mail will send or not. Is possible?
Yes, sir.
Now recently you can check. You just go and open your mail. You type this word. Herewith I have attached one file for your information, right? Don't attach any file. Try to click the send button. You can notice one message box. The message box says that you mentioned that you attached one file, but attachment is missing. The Gmail will tell you the message because natural language processing, right? You use the word attached. So Gmail itself understands the word. You are trying to attach a file, but you are missing the file. So please attach a file. The Google is telling the information to you, right? If you are not mentioning anything, simply PFA. PFA means please find attachment, right? If you are typing like this, Google never says your attachment is missing. If you type PFA and you forgot to attach the file and you are trying to send the file, Google never says you are missing the attachment, right? Because PFA, Google doesn't know. The natural language processing doesn't know. As a human, we know PFA means, what is that? Please find attachment. Have you ever heard this word PFA? Anybody? We don't know, right? But I know because we used to send a mail, so we used PFA, right? Message, MSG. Have you heard the message MSG? Right, you normally type MSG, but Google cannot understand MSG, right? You have to type MESSAGE, then only Google can understand, okay, this message, something is related to this thing, right? Here, this kind of things only happening in data science, right? So Python can understand these things, and so it will send the message to everybody, right? Clear, understand about this one? Python and C language. Okay, thank you very much. So is it